We are a greenfields explorer. We're looking for standalone new projects that have the potential to be over 1 million ounces. So we're not chasing brownfields mill feed for an existing processing plant. We're looking for something new and exciting. And definitely the Tibooburra drilling and then coming up the John Bill projects really fit that potential to be good investment strategies for our shareholders.
Novo Resources is about to launch a targeted RC drilling program at the Clone Prospect at its Tibooburra Gold Project in New South Wales. And here to discuss that campaign is Mike Spreadborough and Kaz DeLuca. Mike, Kaz, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you again, Jonathan.
Good morning.
So, Mike, let's start with you. Let's talk about where things are at with the company and this coming campaign.
Yeah, good place to start, Jonathan. So, as we've talked about before, we've got an exciting drilling program or programs running between now and kind of early July. So, we've already kicked off, as we've announced, the drilling at Balla Balla, just north of Karratha. That's very early stage exploration. We all sit back in anticipation for the results that we should see sometime in May. Second program, which we've announced this week, and Kaz will provide more detail, is a drilling program that will commence late April at Tibooburra, a new area that we picked up in December. And then everyone will see us move down into Grafton in New South Wales on the second project that we invested in December. And you'll see us there on the John Bull project later in the half, somewhere around late May, early June, we'll go drilling. So a very exciting period for Novo, very exciting for Novo shareholders. It's great to get on the ground and drill holes. And I know Kaz and her team, which are very, very experienced, love drilling.
So let's turn to you, Kaz. Let's look at this clone thrust priority target. What makes it that priority target?
We see several good targets that were developed by Manhattan and previous owners at Tibooburra. Regional context, fantastic. There's a kink, a jog that we really like around some intrusions. So the setting's great to begin with, regional setting. We also know there are several mineralized trends that we've picked up clearly now from mapping historical workings. So, you can sort of interpret anything on a mag image, but when you actually stand on the ground and sample things and they come back with really good results, you know that the trend is real. And so the two major ones, New Bendigo is the prospect that has had a lot of drilling already and was really the main focus for Manhattan. And Clone was the one that was a bit more open. Still looks like it had plenty of prospectivity from the initial work. But it was the obvious place to start for us because we want to grow the project. We want to grow the scope of what we think is there. The Clone thrust has been really identified and pinpointed now as a footwall shear zone, or actually a thrust that seems to us, both in the drilling and at surface, to carry the most of the mineralization. So it's an obvious place for us to target in the drilling. It's again a regional structure, really important, lights up like a Christmas tree in our geochem and so on.
So let's talk about that mineralization a little bit more. Remains open. There's potential for blind discoveries to the south. How are you going to expand, I guess, exploration beyond that initial 700-meter strike zone?
Well, I mean, initially, that's a really good target area. 700 meters, we're getting results from the rock chip sampling up to 89 grams per ton. That's pretty significant numbers. And we're seeing this sitting in that same zone all the way down through at least 300 or 400 meters at surface. We know from the very minimal work that was done by Manhattan in 11 holes, 7 of them had grades, and some of them really quite good, and up to 9 meters at 6, 7 meters at 7. And we think, going back and reviewing the drill chips as well, we see that thrust carrying a lot of the veining. So that will be the target along that trend. And, 700 meters is a pretty good start. So really we'll do that, we'll get the results, and we'll go back and assess. What your readers and viewers need to keep in mind is that, the trends themselves add up to 60 kilometres of mineralised zone that we haven't tested at all. We've tested 2.8 kilometres of it actually at Clone and what we're calling Clone Trend.
So plenty to look forward to there. Back to you, Mike. Key milestones and timelines. I mean, this is all coming together now. What do you hope to achieve in 2025 to advance, I guess, that option at Tibooburra to earn in that 70%?
Yeah, I think if we reflect on our key strategy, which keeps talking to people, we are a greenfields explorer. We're looking for standalone new projects that have the potential to be over 1 million ounces. So we're not chasing brownfields mill feed for an existing processing plant. We're looking for something new and exciting. And definitely the Tibooburra drilling and then coming up the John Bill projects really fit that potential to be good investment strategies for our shareholders. We'll continue to look for more farming projects. We have the financial horsepower and the expertise in-house to continue to grow our portfolio. So people will see results flow in between now and July on the 3 drilling programs. If we do progress any more project generation, other projects, people will see that. We're well funded at the moment. We've got a great team. Gold price is at all times high, and I think it's a good time for people to invest in great exploration stories. So I think we're going to have an exciting 6 months going forwards, Jonathan.
Yeah, Kaz, Mike, look forward to speaking to you as those results unfold. But thanks for your time again today.
Thanks.
Thanks very much, Jonathan.